Good morning, students. Today we will start our new chapter, whole numbers. As we have completed our three chapters, third chapter we have completed, second and third chapter. Today we will start a new chapter, chapter 4, whole number. See, first of all, I will explain you what are whole numbers. Whole numbers and natural numbers you know, because you have studied already in your previous classes. Natural number. It starts from 1, 2, 3, 4 up to infinity. Whole numbers. Whole numbers. What are whole numbers? Starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, next digit up to infinity. Okay. All the natural numbers are all the whole numbers are natural numbers, but natural numbers are not whole numbers, because in whole numbers 0 is there and in natural numbers 0 is not there. So for this you have to read out the point given here. This remember, first point, 0 is not a natural number. Yes, because 0 comes in whole number. Numbers are the symbols which are written for the numbers name for the number names. For example, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and numerals you know 1, 2, 3, 4, and in numbers you can write here spellings also. Now see, whole numbers. What are whole numbers? We have seen that 1, 2, 3 are called natural numbers or counting numbers. In counting any set of things, we start counting from 1. But if we are measuring anything, from example, say the length of a rod. Length of a rod means you have to start from point 0 and a room. If you have to find the length of a room, you have to in scale. If you are measuring by scale or inch steps, it will start from 0. It will not start from 1. So the point 0, from the point 0 you have to start the measuring anything. We have to have a measuring unit, say a meter. We cannot say that it is 1 meter at the starting point. Yes, that I have explained you. Now see, it becomes 1 meter only after a length of 1 meter from the starting point. So the measurement at the starting point is 0 meter. So starting from 0 meter, see, just suppose this is your scale. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, 6. See, this is your actual scale. Or have you seen the scale like this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting from 1? No, this is wrong method. This is your right method, because you have to start from 0 meters to, this is your unit method. That is starting from 0. Starting point is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to infinity. Okay, these are known as whole numbers, that starting point is 0. And in natural numbers, the starting point is 1. Now see, what are successor and predecessor? The successor of a whole number, successor and predecessor. In successor you have to add 1, and in predecessor you have to subtract 1 from the given numbers. If it is given 5, you have to find the successor of this. 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. In predecessor it is given 4, means you have to subtract 1 from it, will become 3. Okay. Now see, representation of whole numbers on a number line. A number line is a line on which we represent numbers. We can see this definition, you have to write in your copy. A number line is a line on which we represent numbers. This definition you have to note down in your classwork copy. Now see, draw a straight line and mark a point 0 on it. This mark a point O. This point represents the number 0. See, this number line is given here, that I have made it before only. So this is the number line that we can make in a whole numbers. Now see, properties of addition Clausen method. In the above, add in any numbers of class in which we add two whole numbers, we always get a whole number as the answer. Now see, nothing is given here. 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. 3 is whole number, 4 is whole number, and your addition is also the whole number. Therefore, A plus B is equal to C. Now see, we will study this one. Properties is given. Some properties are given here. Commutative property. If 3 plus 4, if we will start. This also you have to write in your classwork copy. See, if 3 plus 4 is equal to 7, it means 4 plus 3 is also equal to 7. That is 3 plus 4 is equal to 4 plus 3. This is, it comes under commutative property. Now see, similarly 9 plus 5 is equal to 14. 5 plus 9 is equal to also 14. Therefore, 9 plus 5 is equal to 5 plus 9. It also comes under commutative property. So, this property you have to note down in your classwork copy. Therefore, write here A plus B is equal to B plus A. Now see, associative property. Associative. What is associative property? In this, you have to remember this. A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. This both will be always equal. See, one example is given here. Okay. Now see, 3 plus 4 plus 5. How to solve this? 3 plus 4 plus 5 is equal to 3 plus 4 plus 5. Their addition will be always same. 3 plus 4 plus 5 is 9 is equal to 3 plus 4 means 7 plus 5. 12. It means what is this? It comes under associative property. This also you have to write in your classwork copy. Okay. See, one example is given here. 37 plus 48 plus 63. How to solve this? Solve by this. 37 plus 48 plus 63 is equal to 37 plus 48 plus 63. Now 37 plus, first of all you have to solve out the bracket. In every condition you have to solve out the bracket if bracket is given here. So first of all solve the brackets. 8 plus 3 is equal to plus 63. Now add this. 7 plus 1 8, 148, 148. This both are LHS is equal to RHS. It means this is known as associative property. Now see additive identity. Additive identity. What is this? We will study this. See 7 plus 0 is equal to 0 plus 7 is equal to 7. Directly you have to 8. First of all 7 plus 0, you can write it 0 plus 7 also. If you are adding this, what it will become? 7. Now see 15 plus 0 is equal to 0 plus 15. What it will become? 15. Therefore, write the property here. A plus 0 is equal to 0 plus A. 0 plus A is equal to 8. Okay. Hence 0 is called the additive inverse of A. 0 is called the additive inverse of A. Okay. Now see properties of subtraction. Closure property we will study. Properties of subtractions. First of all, we will study about closure properties. Consider the following example. 8 minus 3 is equal to 5. It means 8 is equal to, if you are taking it 5 plus 3, then 8 is equal to 8. Both are equal. LHS is equal to RHS. In both the sides numbers are equal, it means it is closure property. See one more example we will see. See in general, if A and B are two whole numbers, then A minus B will be a whole number only if A is greater than B or A is equal to B. If A is smaller than B, then the answer will not be whole number. For example, 10 apples minus 2 apples. How many apples is remaining? 8 apples. That is 10 minus 2 is equal to 8. It gives an impression that whole numbers are closed under subtraction. But there are situations in which subtraction is not possible in the set of whole numbers. If any number is given that the subtraction is not possible, then it will not become a whole number. For example, from a collection of 10 peaches, you cannot take away 15 peaches. Yes, it is obvious that out of 10 apples, you cannot take out the 15 apples. We cannot find a result for 10 to 15 amount the whole numbers. Therefore, it is not always true that a whole number subtracted from another whole number. Okay, see if we have subtracted 8 minus 3 is equal to 5, and if 3 is given here in minus, so we have taken 3 positive here. If we take here, it will become addition, so 8 is equal to 8, but in it is not possible in every situation that it will become the subtraction here in whole numbers. Okay, now see commutative property of subtraction. Property. So, see, consider the following example. 8 minus 3 is not equal to 3 minus 8. Yes, because 3 is small number and 8 is the greatest number here. Here 8 minus 3, it is a whole number because 8 is greater here and 3 is the smallest number here. So this is the correct one, this is the right situation given here, and this is given here wrong. It is not equal to 3 minus 8. Therefore 8 minus 3 is not equal to 3 minus 8. It is true, but it is false given here because we cannot write 3 minus 8. 8 minus 3 is not equal to 3 minus 8. Now see 7 minus 5. We can write here 5 minus 7. No, this is not equal. 5 minus 7 we cannot write because 5 is the small number given here. Now see associative property. In associative property, consider 12 minus 4 minus 3 is equal to 8 minus 3. We can write here 8 minus 3 because 12 minus 4 is 8. 8 minus 3 means 5. Okay. Now see 12 minus 4 minus 3 is equal to 12 minus 4 minus 3 means 1. So it will become 11. So it is also, hence 12 minus 4 minus 3 is not equal to 12 minus 4 minus 3 is not equal to 12 minus 4 minus 3. Okay, therefore A minus B minus C is not equal to A minus B minus C. Okay. This all you have to note down in your classwork copy. Now say property of 0. Property of 0. If 0 is subtracted from any whole number, then the result is this number itself. This you already know. 4 minus 0 is equal to 4. Means the property, the number 4 is itself the answer. 3 minus 0 is equal to 3. 5 minus 0 is equal to 5. It means if 0 is subtracted from any whole number, the result is the number itself. The number itself is the answer. Now see, let us solve some exercise questions. Exercise 4a. Fill in the boxes. First, 8 plus 7 is equal to dash plus 8. What will come here? 8 plus 7 is equal to dash plus 8 means 7 plus 8. These both are equal. If 8 plus 7 is 4. In addition, the properties are same here. 8 plus 7 is equal to 7 plus 8. See, 472 plus 36 is equal to dash plus 472. Here 36 will come. Third, 89 plus 87 is equal to dash plus 89. It means what will come here? 87 will come here. Now see question number D, E and F that you have to solve. Mark whether true or false. First, 23 minus 3 is equal to 3 minus 23. Is it possible? No, because 3 is the smallest number here, so it is not possible. So it will become false here. Second, 16 plus 4 is equal to 4 plus 16. In additive inverse, it is possible, so its answer is true. Third, 863 minus 0 is equal to 0 minus 863. Is it possible? No, because if you are subtracting from 0 863, your answer will come in negative. So it is also not possible. So your answer is false. Fourth, 17 plus 8 is equal to 8 plus 17. It is possible because in additive inverse we can write like this. So its answer is true. Now see, E, F, G and H that you have to solve. Now solve the following using the associative property. Question number 3. Solve the following using the associative property. Question number 3. See, first question is given here. 87 plus 64 plus 36 means how you can write it? 87 plus 64 plus 36. Write this both in brackets is equal to 87 plus 64 plus 36. Which property we are using here? A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. Okay, now see how you can solve it. 87 plus, first of all you have to solve out the brackets, plus 64 plus 36, 100 is equal to 87 plus 64, 151 plus 36. Now 187 is equal to 6 plus 1 7. This is equal, means LHS is equal to RHS. So this is true for associative property. Okay. See question number B. 367 plus 243 plus 57. Now see 367 plus 243 plus 57 is equal to 367 plus 243 plus 57. Okay, now see 367 remain as it is, 7 plus 3 10, remainder 1, 300 plus 57. So 367 plus 300 is equal to 610 plus 57. Now 7 6 667 7 6 6. So this is also true for associative property. Now see remaining question you can solve, all are similar. C, D, C, D, E and F we have to solve. See, fill in the blanks. 90 plus 73 plus 10 plus 7 is equal to, what they have did, 90 plus 10 plus 73 plus 7. They have written already their 100 plus 73 plus 7, that you can write in bracket or you can solve it again, that is 73 plus 7. Now see question number B. 198 plus 73 plus 27 is equal to 98 plus. Now what they have did, 98 they have already written there, 73 plus 27 that you can write in brackets. Now see 100 it is already given here, plus you can solve it, 100 is given, no dash is given here, so directly you can solve it or you can write only the bracket, both are correct. If you are writing this is also correct, and if you are solving it, this is also correct. In question number 5, see second, fill in the blanks. 198 plus 73 plus 27 is equal to 198 plus 73 plus 27, means remainder 100. Okay, you can write 100 also and you can write in bracket also. Now see question number 5, name the properties. question number 5. Name the properties. First question is 19 plus 63 is equal to 63 plus 19. Which property is it is? That is known as commutative property. Okay. Now see question number B. 20 plus 0 is equal to 0. That is additive property. 16 plus 95 is equal to 95 plus 16. That is also commutative property of additive inverse. Now D. 20 plus 3 plus 16 is equal to 20 plus 3 plus 16 is bracket. That is associative property. And next one is also associative property. See, first of all, in first question it is commutative property. See, all properties we already have studied, so you can do this question very easily. Fifth question. See, we will do sixth question now. Find the successor and predecessor of each of the following. Successor and predecessor, I have explained you. In successor you have to add 1 and in predecessor you have to subtract 1. So I will solve some questions. 2949. Successor of 2949 means 2949 plus 1 is the successor of 2949. Now predecessor of 2949. It means you have to subtract 1 from this 2949, minus 1 will become 2948. Okay. Now B. 8999. It means if we have to add here successor of 8999, so 8999 plus 1 will become 0. 9000. Predecessor of means 8999 minus 1. Okay. Now see, last question. C. $1,000. So successor of 1000 means 1000 plus 1 will become 1001. Predecessor of 1000 will become 1000 minus 1, so it will become 999. Is your answer. Okay, so we have completed our exercise 4A. So write today's all work you have to write in your classwork copy. All the properties and exercise questions, the remaining questions that you have to solve, everything, this true and false, this also you have to write in your rough copy, sorry, classwork copy. Okay. Okay, thank you.